Hello everybody, my name is Brett Perotti and I will be presenting on the California Library Association's 114th Annual Conference and Exhibition. This year's CLA conference was held in San Jose, California from November 2nd through November 4th. As you can see, the theme of this year's conference was Defying Gravity, Libraries Without Limits. I chose this particular conference both for its size and also convenience. San Jose is pretty near where I live, so I was able to attend for an entire day. The conference gave people opportunities for networking, professional development, and meeting with the over 90 vendors who were in the exhibition hall. And I was able to spend a good amount of time meeting with some of those vendors. Of course, part of this assignment was to look at the different types of vendors and the different types of products and services they provided. We'll be looking at the information producers, software and management systems, and also information aggregators. Okay, two of the information producers I talked to are two of the largest in the business, Ingram Publishing and Baker & Taylor. Both provide a variety of print and electronic resources to libraries, booksellers, educators, and specialty retailers. However, their big push and the big trend is towards more digital collections, especially ebooks. Also, there is this big push towards not simply being wholesalers of books, but also providing other systems and services that libraries might need, like systems for circulating digital content, cataloging, and also collection development. In a sense, they're trying to overlap with some of the services provided by our second type of vendor, who are the software and management systems. Two that I spoke to were Polaris, who provide integrated library systems for public and academic libraries. These are automated checkout systems that also combine things like cataloging, indexing, collection development. Basically, one system that meets all of the needs for a particular library. And that's, again, something I found was a big push to, again, develop systems that met a variety of needs. Another software and management system that I talked to was Boopsy, which kind of represents the other big trend, which is providing more mobile services and mobile applications. Boopsy allows patrons to access ebooks, catalogs, book reviews, anything they want from their mobile device, whether it's an iPhone or iPad or what have you, and also to be able to check out mobilely the resources that they want. Again, it meets with that expectation that consumers now have that they will be able to access their resources and information from their mobile devices wherever and whenever they want to. Okay, the final type of vendor we talked to were the aggregators. These are those groups that collect and manage collections of information. Again, two of the biggest that you've probably heard of and probably used are EBSCOhost and Gale. They're both leading database and ebook providers with full-text databases of magazines, journals, and newspapers. Again, the big push here was making sure everything is digital content and everything available online. Particularly Gale, the representatives I spoke to, said that they used to have print collections and print resources. They've since phased those out and made everything digital and everything available online. And like our information producers, there's also this push towards providing those other services like collection development and cataloging and indexing services, so that, again, libraries can get everything they need from one source. Okay, now that we've looked at some of the different vendors who are there, I'll now talk about some of the emerging trends that I saw from my discussions and information gathering. Okay, the first of those big trends was, of course, the increase in digital resources, especially ebooks and online databases. Again, a lot of the vendors, whether they were content providers or aggregators, were moving away from providing print catalogs and libraries, and again moving towards more ebooks and electronic resources. Among the software providers, the big trends were towards providing more integrated services, software and systems that would meet all of the library's needs, whether that's cataloging or circulation or collection development, that you only need to invest in one particular type of system to meet all of those needs. Another trend was the growth of social media, that consumers expect to be able to access their information through their mobile devices, through social networking, and libraries are developing applications and systems that allow consumers to do that. The final trend that I kind of grouped together as advocacy, innovation, and outreach, and we saw this in a lot of the workshops that I attended, was that, again, budgets continue to shrink, libraries continue to deal with budget cuts and funding problems. So there was this big push towards librarians understanding how to advocate for their library services, to innovate, to make the best possible use of the resources they have, and also to establish outreach to the community. Again, listening to the consumer's needs and making sure that the library is changing and keeping pace with those needs so that they can remain relevant and can be seen by the community as a necessary resource worthy of being funded. One additional trend I wanted to look at were some of the employment opportunities out there for people with the MLIS. That most of the vendors did employ librarians and people with the MLIS degree, either as part of their sales team or in customer service or product support or development of products and services. This definitely provides a good opportunity for the MLIS because you will have those skills to sort of understand what the librarian's needs are and also to understand how the vendors can better meet those needs and provide the types of products and services that the libraries are going to need. Okay, I'll wrap up with a few of the insights that I was able to gather from my day at the CLA conference. One of the big insights that I had talking to the vendors is that MLIS doesn't necessarily mean a librarian sitting behind a reference desk or a circulation desk, that there are job opportunities out there establishing those connections between vendors and libraries and customers, that again the MLIS is going to give you that ability to sort of move between the different worlds and again speak the different languages so you understand what the customer's needs are, what the library's needs are, and how the vendors can adjust their products and services to meet those needs. Another insight I had was the degree to which the development in libraries is driven by patron expectations, that again this move towards more digital resources, towards more social media, towards more mobile applications, that the consumer expects a certain amount of convenience in how they access their information, and the libraries and especially the software management systems are responding to that. And finally, the funding concerns, the budget issues will continue to be a concern moving forward, and that was sort of one of the defining themes of this conference, was how do you continue to innovate, how do you continue to expand even in the face of those budget cuts, and in a sense going back to the original theme of the conference, how do you continue to defy gravity and continue to provide those information services to your consumer. So that in sum is what I learned from the conference. Again, there was a lot to take in, a lot to learn, and a lot to think about. I had a good time there and definitely did learn a lot. I hope everybody else had a similar experience at their conference, and of course I wish everyone the best of luck in their future career endeavors. Thank you.